Hey everyone, Grookey Review here with a new review of Oddish 420's album, which came out like 3 years ago. Yes, I know I'm very late and I have a lot to catch up on. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Oh my god, this album is so loud! Not that that's a bad thing, but seriously, some of the tracks here are really abrasive. I remember initially wondering if Oddish 420 was going to continue with the minimalist sound after Gamers, but no. A track which immediately jumps out as abrasive is Jschlatt, which is so loud that it can almost become a challenge to listen to. The drums in the song are literally just someone going bum bum bum, and the verses have these really loud synth arpeggios, whereas the chorus samples this really cool guitar which Oddish 420 just yells Jschlatt over. However, it just kind of works somehow. Call me crazy, but I do actually enjoy this song. The song My N-Word is a funny story about Oddish 420's time living in the hood and how he felt out of place and eventually just decided to leave. Where he went, I have no clue. There's a line in the song which I really like where he says, "My N-words came and saved me, they freaking beat up the cops like Rihanna was from Chris Breezy." Speaking of lyrics, Oddish 420's pen game has stepped up immensely since the last 3 albums. I heard somewhere that his first 3 were all freestyled, but with this one, he actually started writing lyrics. The track BDSM Anniversary is a story about Oddish essentially keeping this girl hostage in his house and threatening her if she tries to escape. And on the very track, My Schlong, it is kind of implied that Oddish killed her. Whether by violence or just the conditions Oddish made her live in, I'm not sure. Bruh. Just gotta say, this track might have the best Oddish 420 chorus ever. It's just so catchy and I really love the instrumentation. I Just Dropped the Bomb on Him as an Ariana Grande diss track, which also has one of the best Oddish 420 choruses ever. The verses have really minimal production with just drums, but then the chorus just explodes. Really wrote explodes in the script there. Literally, there is an explosion sound effect that plays, and standout lyric would be, "So face it, your career is over, and like Adam, you're desperate to blow any guy for exposure." Also the line, "Instead of dating cool guys, you overdose Malcolm." Jeez dude, calm down. The track, "I Don't Really Want to Be Here," is possibly my favorite on the album. It's essentially just a funny story of Adam taking Oddish to a gay strip club, and he just sings about his experience there. I like the subtle diss towards his fans where he says they're all gay and they think he's gay because they see him at this club. And the following track, Homo, is exactly what you'd expect an Oddish 420 song called Homo to be about. The standout line, "Don't have a V word, just go back to China. Hate gays cause they tryna molestate the minors." The last highlight I have to mention is the intro track, It's Oddish 420, which is the perfect introduction song for him. If you want someone to know what Oddish's music and lyrics are like, just show them this track and they'll go, "Oh, okay." Great track, though the beat is really silly yet dark at the same time. The chorus just changes the beat entirely and samples this sort of 90s sitcom theme, which just sounds so great with Oddish over it singing, "He's a good radish, he's just trying to be less saddish," which may be a hint to something being wrong with Oddish, or maybe rapping is some sort of venting for him. Some standout lyrics. She said, "What if I were to airdrop you some nudes? Only problem was this chick was a," long pause, "my mum. You think I find Amy Schumer's jokes funny, but ching, that's just a rumor. I'll go steal the hoe's money. Lube up your asshole and clutch your pearls tighter. And stop, drop, and roll, cause you'll need a firefighter." And my personal favorite, "Every year you critics keep getting meaner and meaner ever since my peener got stuck in a vacuum cleaner." Okay. However, no album is perfect. You see, the first 7 tracks on this album are great, but the last 3, not so much. Like, I know I said I like the My Schlong track, but that's mostly because of the chorus. The verses in this track suck. I don't know what Oddish was thinking. It's almost like he's trying to sound threatening, but no, it does not work. The next track, Evolution's Got a Spark Remix, is a song which I liked more, but 1, it's too short, and 2, there's just this part around the middle where his flow just falls apart entirely. I think the song is about him getting a lap dance from a stripper, but then she finds out that he makes offensive rap songs, so she leaves him and he's sad. Standout lyric from the stripper, "Oh, They're just here so we don't have to chase you all over the place so that you can pay me and I'll have a motive for this disgrace to God because I'm religious. And then Oddish replies, shut the frick up, alright, ain't frickin' tipping. The last track is It's Halloween doesn't even sound like a closer. And it doesn't even sound like it should be on this album. It sounds more like something that should have been on Gamers. Also, Oddish's lyrics here, possibly the worst on the album, especially with the come in the pumpkin line. Just stop. Anyway, this is only disc 1 of Disturbing Self IDK. There is a part 2, which I'll review in the future. But hey, this album wasn't too bad. I'd like to say that Oddish has made some of his best tracks on here, yet however, some of his worst also show up. If you do the math, out of the 10 tracks, I liked 7 and didn't like 3. So I'd say that's about a 7 out of 10. So yeah, better than Smart Kid Dump City, but not as good as I Don't Even Know. Anyway, leave a like if you like, please subscribe, please don't hate on me because I want to die. And anyway, Greeky Reviews, Oddish 420, Low Tigger, ACV, Chair Gang Productions, forever!